It's crazy how we just got this idea today. Like, I mean, we're supposed to be prepared for this, yeah? But what can we say? We're here already. So guys, we're talking about AI replacing employment. I don't think AI is actually going to replace Is it replacing employment?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Let's take it again. Good to be back. How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm good. So thanks for asking, even though you didn't ask.
So what are we talking about today?
Let's see. How about we talk about robotics? Like, is AI actually eliminating employment?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a topic.
Right.
Guys, my name is EJ. Well, yes, EJ. And this is another episode of Tech Gist.
And I am Mo. We'll be right back after the show.
Welcome back, guys, and a happy new month to you. It's crazy we just got this idea. Like, we're supposed to be prepared for this show. And here we are, just talking about how AI will not replace employment, because I think it will not replace employment, really. Yes. So, first of all, why I would say that AI is actually not going to replace employment is because the fact that I don't think robotics are that creative. They are not. So when it comes to creativity, humans are still superior to machines, no matter how many they are. They can't create when they are being created by us.
Wow.
I mean, you feel me?
Create.
Create, frame this thing, then quote it, and then write my name, and then let it trend. Okay.
So the beautiful thing is, organizations still need to employ humans who are creative enough to bring a fresh air or a fresh perspective to how they run things or how the organization is run, so that there'll be continuity and excitement.
Yes, and that's why we actually need to even follow the trend, because tech really is going wild, like it's everywhere. So that when this opportunity comes to you, you have to pick it up. You have to go towards it. You have to, apply to the jobs that are coming with it. Because we're definitely going to be creative when it comes to building robots, building machines, building things that could make our lives easier. So that's why they will need more people to actually do this.
And so another reason why humans cannot be replaced by AI is the fact that humans are still needed for teamwork and collaboration.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Companies still need people, even during hiring processes, you see that they'll ask you, are you a team player or hiring, So that is a very vital and important part, because people need people who can play as part of a team and who can collaborate and make things work and move to the next level.
Just like this movie I watched, Big Bugs. So it was when the robots were planning to attack human beings, because I mean, that thing I would say I'm really scared of. We don't create something that would overpower us one day.
But that's what these guys are showing us in the
movies. That's what they're showing in the movies. So anyways, the robots actually they collaborated together. Let me not say nonsense. They collaborated together and they actually tried to save human beings. But there were other robots that they were insane, let's use that word. They were not together. And so the fact that these robots were collaborating is also something. But the fact that we humans are going to have to collaborate together to make these robots, machines, whatever they're called, they can't outdo us in that area. They can't do that.
They can't. These skills, these things are things that we are born with.
Yes, so natural.
It's natural for us, and like it's our right. In fact, it's a necessity for us to develop this aspect of our lives.
Yes.
For better.
Which also moves us to the next, which is interpersonal communication skill. I mean, I know that you can't talk to me now and a robot can't come up to me and give me a good sense of humor.
My name is Cassandra.
My name is Erica. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ben.
You too.
Oh my God, really, Cassandra? So no freaking way are they going to be better than us at communicating. They lack that skill. They lack sense of humor. They lack all of this beautiful abilities that we human beings have.
Something that you just said, that they lack that skill. A lot of humans still lack proper communication skills.
Yes, so, I agree. I agree, but they are better than some robots.
They're better than most robots, actually.
Most robots,
all robots.
Yeah, because
they shouldn't even be compared.
So when it comes to interpersonal skills, I think even the AI, there are voices that they use to clone those robots,
These
right?
voices are voices
Of humans, yes. Yeah. So you see, just be able to speak well, and one day you just get the job, and you realize that your voice is with the robots. Just look at the lady that I think they interviewed this Alexa. Is it Alexa
Siri.
or Siri? Yes, Siri.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw the lady, I'm like, no way, this woman has this voice.
You know, she spent months
Yes.
recording every single word for Siri.
So it's amazing, and that's why I also think when it comes to communication skills, that's why I think that they will not be able to compare.
You know what I think? I think it's a mutual relationship. It's symbiotic. We create these robots to make our lives better,
Yeah.
So we need them, and they also need us.
Oh yes.
You know, so I think it's.
I'm
it's
not
more
saying
of a
we're
mutual
definitely not saying that robots should be extinct or something. They're just not going to eliminate the fact that
Totally.
they will need our help, and we're better, we're
Definitely.
superior. Yeah. Right now we'll go for a break, and we'll be right back.
Still on the matter, guys, will AI replace humans in employment roles and jobs?
Yeah.
So we've given you 3 reasons. We've had 3 skills that AI cannot totally replace.
Yes.
Cannot replace. We've had creativity,
Yes.
interpersonal communication,
And collaboration
and
together,
teamwork.
yeah.
So now, number 4, we have critical thinking, which is a very vital thing. And in the world we are today, a lot of people don't still know how to think. That's the matter for another day.
Brain sub.
But we know that AI, in fact, robots cannot replace the area of thinking. In fact, because there's no shortage of information and data in the market.
Yes.
But people who can distinguish the right information among the sea of bullshit and nonsense are needed in workplaces, are needed in, in fact, in every place that you can find, even in life. People who have the ability to think clearly.
I don't even think they can, even if the robots are just like to get just alone and they say, okay, I'm thinking of what we can do. They can't even use that word, thinking.
Exactly.
They can't do it because to them they're just processing information and they're saying whatever you've given to them.
Exactly.
That's just what they're doing.
Input out.
Yes, there's a word for that. Input out.
What is that?
Read only memory. No, that's read only memory. Okay, then moving on. They can't think critically. Moving on, we have empathy. I think that they really lack this. They really lack this. But even Kylex XY, was it really empathetic?
You know, with all of those movies, there are robots who are born without empathy. But when they start living with humans,
yes,
they begin to.
But they are just movies.
But those are just
the movies, right? Because I mean, look at Sophie. Sophie, I don't think she's very empathetic.
No.
Does she even cry?
Why would she cry?
Nah. Anyways.
Except they want to try to make her as realistic.
Yes, as possible. So people with emotional intelligence, the ability to actually control, identify and convey their own feelings cannot really cope with machines. They definitely cannot do it. And presently, we as natures, we as a natural, we have that. And I can only say that robots cannot replace that in terms of empathy and all.
Empathy is needed for you to be able to feel what other people feel. To be able to relate with them on a personal level.
How we engage in others. They can't, even if we are sad and we tell them, every time every time I think of this, I'm always thinking of the movies, but I didn't realize that it's just movies. Because you know that there are some movies that even when the person is sad and you're talking to their Alexa or Siri, that one is also trying to be sad with them, console them. But definitely I can say that they are not as empathetic as human beings. Even though some humans say they don't have that. They don't have empathy. You got.
Let's move on.
So yeah.
So the next we have is adaptability and flexibility,
yes.
which is a very, very strong and vital skill. The ability to easily adapt and the ability to be flexible wherever you find yourself is a skill that AI cannot seem to possess. It's very important because what worked yesterday might most probably not work today.
Yes, so you have to upskill, unlearn, and reskill throughout your process. Your profession is very, very essential. You have to do that. But robots cannot do that, except they totally format their system and then they put in new information. But human beings, we need to do that, and we need to also reskill for them to be better. We need to also relearn for them to be better. That's why we keep saying that tech is evolving and you have to grasp it. You have to be a part of it.
Tech is evolving because we are also discovering more about
Yes.
ourselves, and
That
we
comes
are
to
also growing and evolving.
adaptability and flexibility. You have to be very flexible. And also, speaking of flexibility,
Yeah.
our robots are not flexible.
Not at
I
all.
mean, they're not. You can't caress them.
I don't-
Let me just do it. You can't do it. You know, they can't do it to you. You can't feel them as you want to feel a human being. You know, they're not so flexible.
Why did you have to
I
nail
like-
down feeling
Yeah.
a human being?
Yeah.
Just look at your
We
life.
need feelings, right? We do need feelings.
Alright, guys, we have moral awareness. you know,
Yes.
Moral awareness, ethical concerns and challenges
Yeah.
accompanying the digital world and even the industrial revolution needs to be effectively addressed. And AI cannot be morally aware unless, I think, even if they were to be morally aware, there are going to be data that you fed them with. Things
Yes.
like, if this person does X, do Y.
Yes,
they are
yes,
going
you have
be
to always feel
brutal.
it. And besides, I want to say they can't really have also information about the moral values, you know,
Yeah,
that we,
norms
norms and all of that. They might not have it in them, you know, that management is currently beyond the capabilities of machines. Only humans are actually capable of grappling and, you know, addressing the ethical challenges that are raised with artificial intelligence and, you know, genomics. So definitely they are not, they can't be to certain aspects.
Okay.
We're just saying.
Alright, so for the last skill that AI cannot replace humans on is the skill of leadership. Actually, even us
They
as
can't lead
humans,
us.
we are still every day working on being better leaders and also better followers. So I don't even think an AI. It's not even I don't even think an AI cannot lead us now. An AI cannot lead
Really
us.
strong leadership abilities are actually very vital for everybody. But I don't think any human beings, we all have ego, and I don't really think any human being wants to, you know, go with the suggestion of an AI.
They've not even
in
finished
terms of
arguing
battles
with
or
the male and the female who leads, and then
the AI, something that me that I created you, you're not coming. No, it can't
But the
happen.
thing about leadership skills is this particular leadership skill is it encompasses all of the other skills that we've talked about. For you to be a great leader, you have to have a little bit of creativity.
Yeah.
You have to have this interpersonal communication
Yes,
skills.
that is
you
very
have to
important.
Be moral aware, you know, morally aware. You have to be empathetic. You have to be able to adapt and flexible. So all of those seven
Still falls-
skills that we've listed
Falls under leadership.
still fall under leadership skill, and AI scores zero there.
No, well, that's the truth. That's really the truth. So if you actually think that AI could replace employment or humans, do let us know in the comment section. Like we always say, this is about you. We always need your reviews. We need your views. What do you think about AI replacing employment? Do let us know right down below this video. And also do not forget to like and share if you love it. Okay? Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget that. Next one.
Hallelujah.
Yes. So with that, we've actually come to the end of why we think that AI cannot replace employment.
Humans specifically.
Yes, they cannot because we created them, basically.
Scientific.
Drops pen.
Drops mic.
Okay, guys, my name is EJ.
But I don't know.
Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Bye.